What's up, sex apes? Oh man, I'm a little tired. It's pretty busy at work, but that's good because I get tips. So yeah, I get some good tips. Um, Watched a movie, and oh, I kind of cheated. I picked one that I was pretty sure was gonna be good, and it's another movie that I don't actually have. I watched it on YouTube, and I put it on. I tried to, I've tried to watch it several times. Most of the time, I've been pretty drunk to where I passed out or fell asleep, or I just stopped paying attention. And I put it on to have it in the background, and I was let me finally like really watch it. And the movie in question is 1980s Fiend, from director, writer, artist, creative genius Don Doler. Now Don Doler is from Maryland. I want to say even Baltimore, just like John Waters. And if you have or you have not seen uh, any of his films, and well, if you haven't, you should, because he's one of those regional directors, um, like this, like that guy, Bill Rebane. Was it William Greffy? That might not be his first name. Who else I have? You know, those guys. Trying to think of Andy Milligan. And he's made some really good movies. Or I mean, so bad they're good. He made Night Beast, which a lot of people know because J.J. Abrams did the music on it when he was like 12 years old or something. But one of my favorite movies from him is Galaxy Invader. It just I love Galaxy Invader. I could watch that anytime. I've watched it so many times, and yeah, it's bad, it's terrible, but it's good. I really like it. So Fiend is just totally, well, it's a lot different from Night Beast or Alien Factor or Galaxy Invader, because those are all like aliens coming to Earth and just wreaking havoc. This is like an evil entity coming to a small neighborhood and wreaking havoc, but much more subdued. First off, just the look, the feel, the music, everything. It just gives me a just a. It really creates an atmosphere, vibe of its own. I wrote down some notes. It just gives me like a. I mean, it's not a zombie movie, but it just gives me that kind of like Night of the Living Dead. What else did I write down? Messiah of Evil. If you've seen Lamora, Child's Tale, which I probably will review that too, but Lamora, it just has its own feel and just everything about it. So it just starts out, you see like a red, kind of looks like a flying demon, just with the tail and two arms. It's like flying through the, just like how I'm doing. It's like that, but it's red and it's flying through a graveyard. Goes into the grave and a guy comes out. I wrote his name down. The actor is Don Leifert. He plays Mr. Longfellow. So he just, yeah, right away he resurrects this demonic entity, the fiend, that's what they call it. Resurrects this corpse, and it comes up, and it has to suck other people's life forces out by killing it. He just chokes, and he turns red, and like he sucks in their life force, and then like he looks like a normal person, but if he has to keep sucking souls, or he deteriorates, and it looks like he's got oatmeal all over his face. So yeah, so he has to keep doing it. So he buys a house, moves into a little cul-de-sac. Guess it's Maryland. And he's a music teacher, and he's just every once in a while when he has to, he'll rip someone's life force out of them by choking them. And then his neighbor Gary, his neighbors Gary and Marcia Kender. He doesn't like Longfellow because he plays his music, because he teaches music, and this guy gets home, he's grumpy, he wants to relax. But actually, the people that played Gary and Marcia Kinder, I really like them. They're like so loving towards each other. The the actress that plays Marcia, who's I don't think she's ever been anything. Kind of like a frumpy housewife, white lady, but I thought she was cute and just so like adorable, and she treats her husband so good. And they're always hugging, like kissing, like Leave It to Beaver or something. Like I really like them. I like the whole neighborhood actually. Like the kids playing in the street, and it's from 1980. If you would have said 1970, I guess from the cars maybe you could tell, but this movie just feels so much more older than it actually is. Because I was alive in 1980, and I guess it's just a different region. It just has such a unique feel to it. It also has George Stover, who was also a Don Doler regular. He was in most if not all of his movies, but he was also in Desperate Living. He was the husband to Mrs. Gravel, or he was Mr. Gravel, and he's good. He's good at playing like a meek milk toast wimp, and he plays that in here. So yeah, that's the whole gist of the movie. Is Longfellow is ripping the souls out of these people every once in a while, and he's doing it well. They even say like they'll find a body here around in other neighboring towns. Gary and his wife are they hear it on the radio. They're like they're upset because murder's being committed, and then finally like they kill a young girl in the neighborhood, and Gary's like, this is it. Like he just doesn't like Longfellow, but he suspects that Longfellow is involved. He doesn't know he's a demonic fiend entity from beyond the pale or beyond the void or whatever. So other than that, like anything else I would say would spoil it. But yeah, most of all, yeah, someone pointed out, well, I mean, I noticed there's no gore, there's no nudity, there's no cursing. The only special effects are like the red like energy around him when he's choking and sucking, and his face when he's not when he hasn't sucked the soul in a while, he turns all like real pasty white and like wrinkly like a oatmeal, and then so yeah, that's other than that. Also, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, because it's just a middle-aged dude killing people at random for his own needs. But like I said, yeah, there's nothing explicit, but I really liked it. The guy, Don Leifert, who plays Longfellow, he's very like smug and smarmy, or like not overtly, but just what's another word? Just I guess smug is the only one I can think of. And like he doesn't have time for people. He's very curt. Doesn't want to hear it. Oh. Like George Stover is his assistant, kind of. He's just such a jerk to him, like always intimidating him. But yeah, again, just the whole vibe of it. I would like. The music is really good. It's haunting, and like just has like isolating feel to it. The whole movie, yeah, just makes you feel like you're the only person watching it in the world. That's how I felt. Just like empty, just but in a good way. Like I cared about. Gary and Marcia. There's a part where Longfellow only has a cat, I think named Dorian. Yeah, see a lot of him. But there's a part where he teaches music, and he has a girl come over, and I think he's gonna kill her. And for some reason, he goes outside and he just sees a car parked with some guy sitting in it, the driver's seat, and they make eye contact. Then Longfellow asked the girl, so, do you know who that stranger in the car is? And she's like, yeah, it's my boyfriend. And I was like, good thing that her boyfriend is waiting for her. Other than that, yeah, I don't want to reveal too much. Like I said, I really liked it, but I knew I did. But I should review Fiend for Halloween, and I would give it. I want to give it a 4, just for atmosphere alone. Yeah, it does get bad reviews, which I don't understand. I can see like his other movies kind of, because they're so cheesy and they're just like monster movies, like flailing around and shooting laser guns. But this, yeah, it has something about it. I wrote down, like, maybe I was getting a little crazy. I wrote Swamp Thing and V from Russia, the late 60s, like witch goblin movie. That's a little going a little far comparing Fiend to V, because V is amazing. But I also put Swamp Thing, and Swamp Thing gives me that isolating feeling a little bit too. I really like the atmosphere of Swamp Thing, and like Night of the Living Dead. There's just something about, can't quite put my finger on, about Fiend. So I totally recommend it. It's on YouTube. I know it has a Blu-ray release. I think that Massacre Video did it. Now I would like to buy it, even though I could watch it anytime. I wonder how the quality is. But yeah, I would give it a 4 just because I like it so much. And the wife, I think she would bang me if I got some drinks in her. Yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube, or buy it. Man, there was so much I wanted to say, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of spoil it. But no, you should watch it. And it just ends like when everything happens, the movie's over, just like this video.